if I log into root at the rate any one server, for example, I think I have this server, right, which is node 3, for example, or first start with node 1. If I try to log in, right, for example, using the private IP, for example, see, it won't work. Basically it's going to say something like it's a public key. So how exactly I'm going to solve it is, okay, so let me show it to you. I already have that CentOS running, right? So what I'm going to do is nano.ssh, and if you say authorized keys, I'm going to open that. In here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this public key like cat ssh idrsa dot pub. I'm going to copy this public key. I'm going to paste it. Come on. So if I say cat dot ssh authorized keys, you can see these two are there. Okay, good. Now what I'm going to do is ssh hyphen I dot ssh idrsa. Okay, I'm going to say root at the rate 10.1.1.100. If we hit enter, then it should be able to, yes, then if you see what happened, this is root. Is this root what I have added? 10.1.100. Yes, it is added. Permission looks like it's not properly copied or something. Let's do one thing. So what I will do is nano, go to authorized keys. If it is not properly copied, sometimes you will get it, but okay. Might be the root is not allowed to directly log in, right? That might be also the reason. But let's see, because I already added it, then why it is not? SSH hyphen I. Why this is happening? It is pinging. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's try in a different machine. Maybe because of a different operating system, it might be giving or something. Okay, let's do. So I'm going to select this because that is Amazon Linux, right? That might be. I mean, just narrow doing things, guys. So let me do here. I'm going to right click, change settings. I'll say colors. Okay. Now I'm going to say like cd dot ssh. Now here nano authorized keys, and I'll add here actually. This is 186, right? So I'm going to copy. Okay, right. So let's try to do it again here from here. So this is 186, right? So see, I'm able to log in, guys. Check it out. I'm able to log in here. See? So if you see, if I exit it, so if you see, I'm actually 149. If I run this one, I'm able to log in actually. Similarly, let's try to do it for this one as well. Looks like there is some security issue going on, so I'll see. Oh, sorry, this is not right. Hold on. This one, right? Okay. The node 3 is actually CentOS, so so I want this to be green because I want nodes. I mean, the client should be green actually, so that easy to remember. Okay, so nano.ssh authorized keys, and here I'll go. Add it here. Okay, now I want to actually run the test again from here, so I'm going to run exit. So this one is, what is the IP address of this one? 199. So let's see, it's taking. Yes, it is working, guys. Good. Okay, we are good. Apart from this one, this is not working. If you see, this one is not working. So maybe nano etc sshd config. So maybe control W or control W. Say permit root login. I'm going to do like this. Normally in real time, we really don't use the root actually, but let's try to do this one. This is 100, right? Last time I got the error. So let's me try to use again. So this time it's gone. Check it out, guys. I'm able to log in. Amazon Linux, it is showing. So I'm able to log in into all the three. Okay, good. So now what I'm going to, what I'll say, like I also need to add the host files actually. Then it's fine. We can do that later. So first let's install the Ansible actually. This I'm going to copy, put it here. I'm going to install it. Good. I'll say Ansible hyphen hyphen version. If you see what is version, you have 2.9.6. Now I'm going to create a file called nano host or whatever name you want to give, but I simply put host, and I'm going to paste all the node details. I'm going to copy 186. Here I can give the name as this INI format, so I'm going to give clients. Now let's check it out whether the proper communication. One more thing I need to edit is I want to disable the host key checking. Otherwise, what will happen? It will check it out. Do you want to continue all these things? So I'll go into over here. So control, so I'll say host hyphen key. Okay, good. Now if I type Ansible hyphen I host hyphen m ping, hit enter. Sorry, hyphen m host all, actually, sorry. I give clients, actually clients, the group which I gave you. What will happen? We'll check it out. Okay, so if you see, it is able to ping 100 properly, it is able to ping, and it is able to ping all the three machines. Okay, now if I say, if I go to host, and I'll do one thing, I'll give here, okay, I'm going to create a new group here, saying that one, saying controller, and I'm going to see 149. So if I do that here, so if I go ping again, so this time you'll get error, actually. If I give host and I'm going to give all, actually, that means it's going to ping controller as well. Let's see what will happen. Now if you see, everything is successful, but it cannot able to ping self, actually. The reason is I didn't added the in the authorized in the here itself. That means I'm trying to make the controller also as a client. So if I go, let me put cat idrsa.pub, and I'll say copy this totally, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to nano authorized keys. I didn't add it here, that's why it's not getting it. So I'm going to give like this. So let's try to run it, actually, one more time. What I'm going to say, this time it should work, actually. All greens, you should get it. So if you see, so 149, this one, the machine also will get green. This is how you can check the reachability of the machines. That means, see, not pinging. Ping is fine, that's network, but whether Ansible is able to reach or not. Yes, it is able to reach. Now what I can do, this is how you can install. Nothing else, no client need to be installed, actually. If SSH is there and proper authentication is done, it will work. Now what I can do, imagine I want to get all the uptime for all the machines. What I can do, Ansible, these are ad hoc sticks, ad hoc commands, hyphen a, I'll say simply uptime. So okay, I forgot to give all, means all the machines I want to give. So if I type like this, what will happen? It will go check it out, and if you see, it is giving something like this, saying that one, this is saying that one, what it is uptime. If I give uptime, it is 26 minutes uptime, 1 hour 30 minutes uptime, 20 minutes, and 26 minutes. This is how. So I can also find something like, if I want to run on only one server, for example, so I see hyphen host here, I'm going to give hyphen a, I'll say like free, for example. So the pattern is not working, so I need to give dot ec2 dot internal. That means what I'm trying to say is, you can actually give individual machines as well. So hit, and you'll get something like this. Okay, so like this, you can also go, it will check it out, like this is the memory, this is the pending one, all these things. So even what you can do, you can actually combine these two. Right now host, I can do something like this, clients, so df hyphen h. Okay, you'll get errors, actually, hyphen a. So it won't work like this. So what will happen is, give something like this, because hyphens are giving issue. If I give something hyphen a, means it will directly send the see everything, directly send the commands, actually, I mean arguments, hey for arguments. So if you say, it is actually giving you the free space in all these things. You not only this one, if you want to create some file, actually, so you can do a lot of things here. These are all ad hoc commands, guys. We really what we do is we really don't use them so occasionally. Normally we use playbooks actually, but what I want to know is to understand how to install the Ansible and able to communicate with the clients. Now imagine if I want to create a user, what I can do, Ansible hyphen I host, and I'm going to give all hyphen module is, I'm going to give a module M, and arguments is I'm going to give the username is name is equal to, for example, Munavai, state is equal to present, for example. If I give something like this, oh come on, yeah, present. If I hit enter, so what will happen, it will talk to all the machines and it will create all Munava. If you want to simply delete it, what I can do, what I can just go ahead and do this, it will by default it will be deleted actually. Okay, so but again the problem here is these are all ad hoc requests, guys. This is not what we actually opted for. So this is okay to run some troubleshooting commands, reboot, all these things, but the real power of Ansible comes if you are start using the playbooks actually. Okay, playbooks will do all the difference. Now for example, if I want to install a Nginx server on this one, how to do that one, I can run a playbook in YAML. So let me do one thing, let me write it here. So mm, I'm going to use mm, mm, Visual Studio Code, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to do Control N. Here I'm going to use this test actually. There is a YAML file. This actually playbook looks like this. Okay, so this is what I'm going to give. It's not mandatory you need to give the three dots at the top, but I'm going to use it like this. I'm going to say install. I'll say install Nginx. I'm going to say on which machines you want to install. So I'll say like host, and you can say like basically clients. That means you will get everything, but it won't be installable. So I'm going to give tasks. Let me do one thing because it might cause issue, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to do a little change equally, a small change. Okay, I'm going to nano host. In the host, what I'm going to do is here I'm going to create a different group saying that one like Amazon or simply AWS Linux actually. Okay, because I want to install only on clients actually, that's why. Okay, tasks. In the task, what I'm going to give is very simple, hyphen first name. What I want to install is name is run apt update, and so what I'll do, I'll come here and give command. So what I'm going to do is in the command I'll say apt update. Now what will happen is you need to have something called as Python apt actually. Okay, let me do one thing, let me show it to you. Without that it won't work, the apt won't work properly. I'll say apt install python hyphen apt. Looks like whole world is sitting in the home and using the internet, guys. It's going a little slow for me. Okay, let it come. So next is apt update. After that, what we want is I want to give a name. So I'll say like install Nginx, or I can simply run a shell command. Actually, why can't I do this? I'm going to give a shell. I'll say apt install Nginx -y. Can do this. No need to use apt, all these things. And I'm going to give name start. Okay, service shell. I'm going to give service Nginx start. Okay, so I'm going to copy all this. Now I'm going to create a playbook, guys. Nano my playbook, or playbook.yml, and I'm going to paste this. Now let's try to run it, because earlier we ran only the ad hoc commands. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is, so Ansible -playbook -i host. I don't need to give which host because it's already there in the playbook, which is clients only. So I'll say playbook. Okay, hyphen syntax check first, because to make sure that our playbook is proper or not. Okay, after that we perform a dry run. That means you just run a dry run, hit enter. It will check it out. If any errors will come, like it will just like a Terraform plan. It will check it out, and okay, it's saying it is good. And before doing that one, right, how do I know that Nginx is already there or not? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to node 1, copy this. Okay, if you see, this is one. So if you see, nothing is here and nothing is here. Okay, right. Now let's run it out. It should install the, if I remove the check, right, it should install everything. I mean, it should install the Nginx actually. Let's see. So its apt update is running. So it's running Nginx. Okay, right. It is saying it's done, but how do I know? So let's try to access this. If I go and refresh this, done, done. This is how it is. So still we can do tomorrow. We're going to go deep into, guys, go deep into, check it out what else we can do. So something like what are the playbooks, as well as tags and everything. That is the plan. So we're going to use the full 2 end for tomorrow to discuss about various components we have available here. And next week also we're going to discuss, first 1 hour we're going to discuss about what are the other options we have. Okay, if it is not, if we didn't complete it by tomorrow, we're going to, I'm trying to complete by tomorrow for Ansible, because I want to use next week to use for Puppet actually. Okay, right, this is how you can create the playbooks. And this playbooks, right, obviously we'll version control it on the GitHub basically. And you can also automate this everything. You see, if you want to do that one, you can actually integrate with Jenkins and do that one. Okay, any questions, guys? So are we good? Fine, then let's do the decommission. So I'll go back here, and the only decommission I have is I need to select all these things. Tomorrow we're going to use the lab in a different way. Actually, I'm going to let you know how we're going to do that. Yeah, so I'm going to terminate everything. Terminate it just to make sure. Here I think I have a domain which I want to delete it, so I'll go back. So I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to delete the host zone because it's going to give a dollar count, a dollar, $1 of charges. So I'm going to delete this hosted zone and confirm. And instances are getting deleted. Just to make sure, I'll go to the EC2 dashboard so that we are clean enough, so that nothing is pending. And also volumes is important. Sometimes I have one more volume. Okay, it's fine. Machine is getting deleted. Snapshot. Okay, guys, we're good. Thanks for participating. Let's meet up tomorrow. We discuss more about Ansible tomorrow, guys. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.